to this one here in Week 10 of our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Western Michigan Broncos and the Fresno State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Broncos head coach before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Broncos will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. He's changing the play. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
And they'll take over first and 10.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The run inside. It's Buckley. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They give it back to him. Shakes off the defender. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Buckley. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Quick give. It's Buckley. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Lowry. Under pressure, the throw. Right side, it's Fletcher. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well.
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Western Michigan ready to get things going right now on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. This time they'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that tight end looking like a svelte wide receiver, laying out with all that athletic ability to still control your body, make the catch. Nice effort by the tight end.
In the red area, it's Buckley. Driven back. And with the ISO play, you'd think they'd get a good running start to get that block, but boy, I tell you what, they took care of business there, the defense did.
Took care of business. You see the pulling guard come around. The defense is not full, attacking downhill. Nobody's getting knocked off the football, and the defense is not allowing them to run the football right up the gut on them.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wood. There he goes! And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the 1st down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet, and they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Wide 80, wide 80. Spady. Got it behind the line. It's Luke. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Martin will throw it. Move to his right. On the move, he fires. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Took it all the way back to the house.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We've come to the break. It's Western Michigan on top. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far.
Number 12, set to kick it off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Makes the quick grab. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running inside. It's Luke. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here we go. Wants to throw one first. Out wide right, it's Luke. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Right side, it's Luke. Turning it on. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. And he's going to try to return this one. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. He breaks a tackle. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. To the back. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Green. They wrestle him down after a pickup of 11 yards on the play, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. And the Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Got the first down. There's a little room there. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. The Broncos kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Going to the run. It's Buckley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Give him 88 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's the way you punctuate the long drive. Nice job being physical, getting that ground game going, and Jesse finishing with the ground game.
Yeah, really, I think that drive is really a microcosm of what they've been doing all game, right? Imposing their will by running the football. The defense knew it was coming, and they still couldn't stop it.
And he tacks on the extra point.
17. Fresno State, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Hits inside, it's Luke. They put the brakes on him.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Throws it back. Out wide left, it's Freeman. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. In the backfield, it's Luke. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so trying to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Now Fresno State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Martin back to pass. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up 3rd down.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Alabama, taking on the number 6 team, the LSU Tigers.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Buckley. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Looking to pass, it's Lowry. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And if you're going to play zone coverage, man, you've got to get to the quarterback because those holes are going to pop open at some point. Nice job hanging in the pocket. Good protection by the offensive line, finding the strike over the middle of the field, but started with the protection up front. And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll ride him again. He's got enough. Guys, he's up to 103 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. And the Broncos back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Buckley. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. And the Broncos have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be dragged down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Keeps it on the ground. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Root. Oh, he's got some space. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Martin will throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Sends it back in motion. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Floats it out in space. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Looking down the middle. Holds on, it's Freeman. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. From From the gun, it's Luke. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Snap in the shotgun. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Fresno State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Here in the second half of this game, you're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. If they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Moving the pocket, it's Lowry. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away.
And the ball's out and they're after it. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on 1 time. Can they catch him? Found a little running room on that one, picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Luke. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A disastrous play stopped well behind the line. He'll lose 9. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. On target over the middle. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
All right, trying to attack the middle of the field on that in route. Nice job putting his foot in the ground. He didn't telegraph where he was going. He was open. He's just got to make the catch.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Martin back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Fresno State. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season.
And man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Timeout called by the defense, 2:09 remaining on the clock. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Off play action. Rush is on. Just got rid of that one.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. He's looking downfield to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Caught. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining. The Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Using his legs, it's Buckley. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone. Final timeout taken by the Bulldogs. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.